Hello once again. This is Josh Belk with Belk & Associates. I appreciate you listening today once again to the Belk on Business podcast. Last week we talked a little bit about optimization and transformation in our business. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper on the transformation side. So maybe different ways if we are looking to transform our business, maybe some things that we want to consider. Many times a visionary or a visionary in a business or an influencer, they generally want change to happen quickly. Many times, if you were to look at a visionary's disc profile, for example, they're very high D and usually a lower S and C, which kind of lends towards somebody who's very aggressive and many times very impatient. And they'll go to their team and they want change to happen quickly. And of course, their team, usually full of integrators, will be a little bit slower in wanting change to happen. And this can create frustration in a business. And a lot of times that will lead to change happening too quickly, leading to inefficiencies in the change, or even worse, failure altogether. And ultimately we end up to the idea, the product, the service, whatever that we're looking to try to get out there. It ends up failing because we didn't take the time that was needed to be able to make the changes. So just some ideas on transformation, some things you may want to consider. First of all, starting off with a vision plan. So every business owner out there should, for their business, have a mission statement. They should have a why, a purpose of why they're doing what they're doing. But beyond that, really having a vision plan. So that vision plan, which clearly defines what the business is wanting to achieve, where are we wanting to go, and generally this is done in a 2 to 5 year, what I would call kind of a midterm type of a range. So not something that we're looking to do in the next 3 months or the next year, but things we're looking to do in the next 2 to 5 years. And this will include some of the following. First of all, who are we? So a business owner does need to sit down and say, okay, well, who are we? And do the items that we're starting to put into this vision plan, does it really match who we are? Does this match our core value? Does this our core values? Does this really match our why, our purpose of why we're in business? Next, what is it that we're going to do that's going to bring value? For a business owner to get into business just to simply make money and bring wealth to themselves, maybe that's a good enough reason for some, but most of the time we see that businesses will not succeed. Most businesses that succeed are ones that are successful in bringing a lot of synergy, bringing employees in, getting the clients, everybody kind of on the same page. And in order to do that, we must bring value. So what is it that we're going to do that's going to bring us value? Just producing this podcast, I don't make any money. Actually, this cost me money to do this, but from a financial end. But I know that I hope that this brings value to my clients. This brings value to people that listen to it. And so this is part of our vision plan as well, something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and finally we've been able to get it done here over the last few months. So in that 2 to 5 year vision plan, looking at what resources we have at our disposal. So who can we tap into? I look at my employees. I look at what do we have at our disposal that we can utilize in our business. Next, what can we develop or create? And then lastly, what is our customer experience? So in that vision plan, looking what do I want our customer experience to be? And then looking in that vision plan in building that customer experience. So putting yourself on the other side of the table, so to speak, on the other side of the counter, so to speak. And what is it that we want our customer to feel? What is it that we want our customer to experience? Because a happy customer is one that brings you other business. Many businesses are most successful when they have a lot of referrals, and it's able to drive down your marketing cost, your advertising cost. If you are consistently bringing a product, a service that the customer has a good experience with. So that all needs to be in part of your vision plan. Secondly, is developing a one-page game plan that clearly defines what we're going to accomplish and the goals that we have outlined in the vision plan. So it's going to our vision plan gives us our longer term, and then we have a shorter term game plan. And it's kind of like a football coach. Football coach, when they go into the beginning of the season, they have kind of some longer-term goals for that season, but they also have a game plan for each individual game. They're looking at their opponent, and then they go to their team and say, okay, these are the things that we're going to do. And so a business owner will want to develop a game plan. So how are we going to accomplish these items in the vision plan? And this is something that's done annually, but looked at monthly. So you go through and you look at this game plan frequently, at least monthly, and you make the tweaks that need to be made in order to begin to or continue to move yourself toward those goals that you have in your vision plan. Thirdly, define and engage those who can help us get us to where we want to be. So find out who can help us and reach out to them and get them as part of your team. They may be people that work for you. They may be people that work alongside you. They may be in your own household. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's an outside consultant. But define those people that you can bring in to help you. And then build a team of 3 to 5 individuals in your business or close to your business that have diverse skills and perspectives that can help you see the strengths and weaknesses in your plans. So get people who are willing to look at you and say, hey, you know what? We don't think this is going to work. Hey, I think this is going to work. Maybe here's some things we can do to improve it. So have those people both inside and outside your business that are able to help you identify what changes need to be made, and then be able to make the desired changes. And lastly, number 5, join and participate in a peer community who can help you develop or polish your skills that you can be vulnerable with and you can be accountable to. And I think many times this can come maybe with being in smaller groups. Maybe you go to a monthly meetup or whatever the case may be with local business owners that can help you. But I'm really big on utilizing masterminds and I don't want to say if you can afford it. I think it's one of those things that's a necessary investment in your business. But places that you can go and you can allow for other business owners. Many times, for the masterminds that I'm involved in a few, and that I get in those rooms, and these business owners, other business owners, really pressure me to set goals and to implement them. And they're able to quickly identify here's some areas in your business that are not working. Here are maybe some things you want to consider, and then kind of on the back end, you're sitting down, you're writing down goals, you're writing down your quarterly rocks, things that you want to get accomplished, and then you have that group around you. So get yourself, but be willing, because none of us have all the answers. Be willing to put yourself in front of a group of people, peers that can help you move you along, move you forward in your business, and transform your business. Thank you once again for listening today. I appreciate it. This is Josh Belk with the Belk on Business podcast. Have a wonderful day.